It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Rams and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their young quarterback, the rookie out of Oklahoma.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First run now for Kyle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Down the right sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise. Great fake, got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To Barkley on the check down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Oh, a pretty surprising suboptimal start to the drive there.
I like that, suboptimal, to put it nicely, right? Because you would think that with all the time they had on the sideline prior to that one, they'd come up with a little bit better play than that one. That was a disaster right from the beginning.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And now here's a carry heading left. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Rice.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action here. Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams 7-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. A first carry now. This is Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. That one caught by Rice. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Purdy. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. L.A. readies for its next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's second and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A 49-yard attempt.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll drop to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Screen play set up for Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here we go with Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Set up. Go.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Broken tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Purdy off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Purdy looking to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Purdy. That one is slant to McLaurin. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in dire.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, strike. Set up. Check up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on first down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.